Namaste. Oh, namaste. Hello. Sarah Rose Knows here. How are you? Sarah Rose Riley, did you know me? Welcome, welcome. Today we're doing an Anusara Yoga class. It just went live. So here we go. Awesome. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see me and I can see you. I might move this a bit just to make sure there's a little sun glare. But welcome to class. Today you might need 2 yoga blocks. That might be handy. You could have a strap nearby, but you might not need one. If your knees are a little sore when we do some knee down work, you might want to go and grab a yoga blanket. All right. So today we're working. Woo! I know. I'll let you come back. I did dress up because it's getting to be Halloween, right? But this is just too much. So while you're getting your stuff, I'll put this on real quick. Right, a little show and tell while you're gathering all your items. This is my mermaid wig. I know, but it's too. I taught a kids yoga class in this once, but just for today, I want you to see me because I am who I am. But I do have super fun yoga mermaid pants. So guess what we're doing? Yeah, you guessed right. All right, do you have all your things? You ready? Oh, so good, fantastic. All right. Well. Take a comfy seat to start. Right here we have the Om symbol, and we have like the unconscious, the conscious, and then the dream state, and then right here we have the Maya kosha. That kind of, this is us right here, the 30. I call it. It's not really the 30, but this is us, and then the Maya kosha, or the cloak, or the veil of forgetfulness that makes us forget this guy right here is this little spark that's so big. It's so big and important, but it's so tiny right there. And that is the high state of spiritual joy. That's our connection to the supreme consciousness, that place of love and light that we all come from, right? And we just forget. It's like playing peekaboo. And our yoga practices is so amazing. It reminds us to connect to our true nature and remember that we are all unlimited magical beings, right? And we just have to remember. So we're going to do that today. We're going to play with that peekaboo and get magical and get, spooky because it's Halloween. So happy Halloween, and cast some spells. All right. So we are all divine. We are special. And there was the one, right? And then the one said, I want to know myself. And in order to know itself, it became many. It became all of us. And I just think even just that idea, just doing that, it's like casting spells. It's very witchy and it's fun. So if you want to try that out. But I see this a lot. I see this in my mind's eye a lot whenever I think about that idea of the supreme consciousness and this beautiful sparkle that's within us all the time. We just have to remember. All right, so let's do that. Let's do that as we get centered. I'm gonna get centered today on our mats. And as you do that, go ahead and take a deep breath in. And open up to the possibility that is endless and many, right? Just like this movement that's constant, just like the air that is all around. It's the air that you breathe. So go ahead and deepen that expression of your inhale and your exhale. And then trust, hug the skin to muscle and muscle to your bones, and know that you are that. And you're never not. Take your left hand and back up a little bit so you can see my body better. Bring your left hand to the inner right thigh and roll the inner thigh in, back, and apart. Broaden your seat. Broaden your seat out. And same for the other side. Roll the inner thigh in, back, and apart. And broaden out. Broaden your seat. Tuck the little coccygeal plexus, or more lengthen. I like to say lengthen. And your sit bones under a little. So you have this beautiful tripod that you can sink into and then lift up. So that place, that tripod of lifting in and up. Bring the palms together before your heart in sweet remembrance that you are divine, that you never are not. Sink your entire being closer to your seat, to the earth. And start to lift up through the crown of the head, the top of the head to the sky. Continue to sink in and expand from your seat, from the soul of yourself here at the seat, the tripod that you created. As the knees shine out, the elbows extend out a little. The crown of the head a little higher. So go ahead and close your eyes as we cast our spell, your intention. In sweet remembrance that you are a magical being. I will sing the Anusara invocation. You can join in if you'd like. I'm just going to get a little closer to you to sing it. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Shaktitananda Mortaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om. You may open your eyes. You're going to take your way over to your mat. I'll back this up so if you need a visual, you can see me a little better. All right. Back this up too. You might want to get your blanket here on your mat for your knees. You can come down to your tabletop on your knees and your hands. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and expand through the entire torso with breath. Breathe into the back of the body, the front of the body. Good. Broaden the fingers just wide enough as you press down through each and every corner, the index finger mound, the thumb mound, the pinky finger mound, into that foundation of self. Good. We're going to draw your inner thighs back and apart, and feel that like broadening of your seat again as the sit bones broaden. Good. Keep that broadening and that expansion. Draw the shoulder blades together and onto the back. So there's a broadening of your shoulders as well. The right shoulder goes right and left shoulder goes left. An expansion out from that midline of the body where the spine is. We call it the Sushumna. Nice. Good. And then from here, we're just going to lengthen that tailbone once again a little bit more. Good. And then feel that sensation is when you lengthen that the shoulders tip down just a little, right? And it's not a rounding in the upper back, but it's more of a settling of the shoulders into the socket of the arm. But there's a shortening from right to left and left to right. If we got too expansive, we would wing. All right, so keep all of those things. Just inhale and lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale as you round through the spine. Good. Let's take two more just like that. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Allow the breath to initiate the movements, to expand. You can go slower or faster than my cue. Throughout today's practice, if I'm not offering something that you need or if I'm giving a pose, just take one more round. You can always stay at that first level. And I'll give many chances for that. And then find a neutral spine, neither round nor lift. Good. All right. Hands to the top of the mat if they aren't already. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Bring your seat up and back in your big, expansive down dog. Nice. Yeah. Hug the arms, the legs, if you want to call it that, your legs, your mermaid tail, whatever Halloween costume you have on today. into the heart center, right? Into this place where you trust and you believe that you are that, right? That you are so expansive. And trust and extend out, get longer, get bigger through the limbs of the arms and the legs and each and every vertebrae. And just like there's 4 corners in the hands, here they are again in the feet. There's just that one becomes many, and here it is again, the big toe mound to the inner heel, the pinky toe mound to the outer heel. And oftentimes in your down dog, your heels won't touch, so no worries there. Enjoy one more full breath in. Beautiful breath out. Good. And lower your knees down once again. And here you might want to find your blocks. You might not need them. All right. You're going to step your right foot forward, and the hands might come down to your block. You got it. And then inhale, the knee right above the ankle. On your exhale, shift back in space. And it's that broadening of the sit bones back a little when you bow back. Good. And just enough of the lengthening. Inhale, come back in. You got it. Exhale. Inhale. Come forward. And at your own pace, as you work through your Ujjayi breath, that beautiful, endless breath. That endless breath, that there's always enough air, right? There's always that idea of abundance, even at the end of the exhale. Good. All right. Let's bring this leg back. We'll go right to that other side. Just keeping it kind of simple today. Left foot steps forward as we still warm up. Yeah, and since the back knee is down, the front knee can go slightly forward if that does not feel good. Do the same thing, but with the leg up. You got it. Yeah. So anything you need to do to be more comfortable, do that. And just a few more rounds on your own. Nice. It's coming over here. I just want to make sure you can see me better. I'm going to move this back a little. Nice. And one more full breath in. You got a full breath out. And once you finish that set, down dog. Down dog. Press the hands down and forward. Feet go back. Press the chest, the heart towards the top of the thighs. Good. Let it feel good. Any little movements here just to find your down dog. Good. And hug the navel in towards the spine just enough if you feel like you're forgetting and you're dropping everything towards the earth today. Hugging just enough, right? And remember. Good. We're going to walk those feet forward. Top of mat as you step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press to the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward and empty. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Yeah, and even here, you can pause for a moment, but keep your breath full. Guess what's happening? Yeah, there's a chance to find the inner thighs. The inner thighs go in, back and apart. Let's grab your block. Grab your block. Bring the block between the inner shins and hug. And draw those inner thighs in, back, and apart as you expand the sit bones. They don't literally go right and left, right? Right and left. And then from there, that little tiny adorable, if you were a skeleton for Halloween, you could find it, right? There'll be a lot of skeletons. The coccygeal plexus tucks under, or I like to say lengthen, right? Because then we get a little too much Elvis in our pelvis and it's like whoop, all the way forward. It could be Elvis for Halloween too. That's awesome. Just saw that movie. All right. So that's just that just right amount part that you feel strong in your belly, strong in your center. The pelvic floor lifts in and up. You stay stable. And you trust, right? You remember, you find confidence. Let's exhale, go ahead, fold forward, bring that block down if you haven't already. Good, step both feet back, down dog. Fantastic. Enjoy a full breath cycle here. Inhale the high plank. I'm going to lower my knees, you don't have to. Exhale, lower all the way down. Bend the elbows more to the back of the room than out to the side as you lower down. All righty. Make sure you can see. This is my Yoda best mom ever. Mom, you get to see that. Fantastic. All right. Inhale, lift the palms up. Lift the palms up. Good. And then still press down through your feet, the tops of the toes where your toes are. Yeah. Good. Good. And then broaden out. So we're going to broaden out as you roll the shoulder blades together and down the back. And then press the hands down. And curl out just a little, just to start. And then build this from the ground up. Good. And exhale, lower down. Nice. Make a little pillow for your head. Yep. Lower your forehead down. Bend your knees. And then lift your seat up. Lift your seat up. And you feel, yeah, all already probably. I don't get to ask you really, literally. But the right sit bone and the left sit bone, both broaden as the booty goes back. The inner thighs lift and go in, back and apart. Spread your toes of your feet. Yeah, like you have sneakers on your feet. Good. And now click the tonal bed of the feet down. Slide the hands down by the side and then go ahead and curl up a little more. Maybe you're in your up dog, right? So those inner thighs go in, back, and apart. And it's just enough that you lengthen the tailbone as you curl up. The head goes back. The ears go back. The palate of the mouth goes back. Tuck the toes down, dog. So everyone's invited to the party. Full breath in, right, to this Halloween party. Full breath out. A few more like that. Good. Inhale, look forward. Bend the knees. Walk, float. And when you want to get there, top of mat as you fold. Inhale, your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the earth. Inhale, come all the way up. Root down, nice high, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, empty. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, top of a push-up high plank. Exhale to low. Inhale, cobra. Continue to press into the toes as you lift up. Press everything into the seat of the pelvis, the legs, the arms, the torso, the head. And from the seat of the pelvis, extend out, get longer through the arms, the legs, the feet. Down dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. A few more breaths like that. One more. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, walk, float, top of mat as you land nice and light on the end of your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, maybe a little back. Exhale, fold forward and empty. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, top of a push-up high plank position. Exhale to low. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. So good. Continue to hug isometrically, right? From the periphery to the core, the arms, the legs, the feet, the head, all the way into the heart. And remember and trust that you are so strong. You are so amazing. You are that. You are magical. It's not out there somewhere. It's within. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, walk, float, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up, last round. Reach up, root down. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, bow and go in. Go in to find that brilliance of yourself. Press your feet back, down dog, down dog. You can move through vinyasa again. You can always skip the high planks to low whenever you practice with me if you need to take a few out. So take what you need today and leave whatever you don't. Good, good. We will meet in down dog. Good. We're going to look forward at your right thumb. Step your right foot forward. Bring your back knee down. Hands to the top of your front thigh. Mm-hmm. So you might have your blocks near you. You might not need that. Yeah. Hands come down to tippy top of the fingertips. And we're going to broaden again. We're going to broaden the seat back and apart. Roll those inner thighs in. Hands to the top of the thigh. Lengthen your tripod, the sit bones, the tailbone towards the earth. And reach up, reach the arms up. Good. Maybe even look up. And hands come down. Bring the front foot. Down dog, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Right knee to the ground. You can use your blanket on your back knee if you need to. Double up your mat. Find your blocks if you need them. Just hug the shins in for a moment. Hug the shins in. Bring the inner thighs back and apart. So you're broadening your booty back. Good. Keep that expansion. And then lengthen the tailbone, right? And as you lengthen the tailbone, you'll feel on that left booty muscle, the flesh of the booty muscle wraps in and under. Yeah. So keep that. Hands to the top of the front thigh. Okay. Reach your arms forward. Yeah, just for a moment, like you're serving the candy, the tray of candy. And you're like, take it, I don't want it. That's how I am. It's like, I don't want it. I don't want the temptation. It's probably your pinky fingers in a little. Hug the head of the arm bones in. Okay, keep that. Draw the shoulder blades together. Knees, and then reach up and expand out. Expand out. So good. Reach up. Maybe the head goes back, the front. You can go farther forward over the front ankle. Yeah. Because the back knee is down. Hands come down, knees down. Down dog. Down dog. So as always, stay, breathe, child's pose. Or inhale the high plank. Exhale to low. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Right foot. Step your right foot forward. Bring the back foot flat. And then line up your right heel with the arch of your back foot. You might have to slide it back a little bit. Inhale, come up to warrior two. Your Virabhadrasana two. Stretch the arms out from the shoulders. The four corners of the shoulders, the hips face towards the side of the room. Soft gaze at your right fingertips. Yeah. Inhale, flip the right palm, reach up, reach back. But lots of length here. From your fingertips to your waistline. Good. And windmill the hands down to the inside of your front foot. Come to the ball of your left foot, lower your left knee down. Wiggle your right foot a little bit out to the right. Good. Lizard lunge. By all means, this could be it. This is where you stay. This is where you stay. We're going to add a quad stretch if you'd like it soon. You could lower down to your forearms. You can use your yoga block right here. Yeah. Continue to broaden the seat back, but lengthen from deep in your belly, right? You're deep in your belly. You lengthen the tailbone under, and you feel that power deep in your being and your intuition. Left hand can come down or left forearm down. Bend the back knee and find the foot, right hand to your left toes. You can totally skip this variation, right? You could be high up here and do the quad stretch too, right? And have your hand on a block if that's accessible. You know, for some of us in our knees, it's like our knees are like, no, thank you. Right, but find what works for you. A few more stretches here with your quad stretch. So good. With a question mark. And right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Down dog. Press it up and back. Press the hands down and forward. Breathe. Breathe into that air, that abundance that's all around. That tiny little dot, right? Of supreme consciousness. That vastness that we all come from. And it's right above. It's right above us. You just have to look up. Step the left foot forward. Good. And we'll take our time to build it. Shine all of the toes towards the side of your mat. Good. And line up the left heel with the middle part of your back foot. On your inhale, warrior two. All right. Shine the arm bones out from your shoulders, palms towards the earth. Let me take up some space here. Show up for yourself in confidence. Right? And just know you're in that middle part, right? You're in that middle part of, come forward so you can kind of see my pelvis and my pelvis. Right? The inner thighs go in, back, and apart in your warrior two, and then you tuck. Right? So you're in that middle place of the inner thighs going in, back, and apart, and just enough there's a lengthening out. Good. Soft gaze at the left fingertips, flip, and reach up, reach back, and just breathe. Breathe and open, expand. Open up the shoulders. Open up to all possibilities. So the many possibilities that are always around you. It's kind of frightening, really, right? I think that's the scary part. That's why we have to sink in and trust ourselves to find the confidence and the strength. Because there's so many possibilities. It's amazing. All right, hands come down. It might not be scary for you, but some of us, I know it is. Hands come down. Come to the ball of the back foot. Lower your right knee down. Toe heel the left foot a little out to the left. This could be where you are. This could be your lunge. Any knee issues, you can be up high. Right? Just remember that. Draw those inner thighs in, back and apart, just enough you find length. Good, good. You can stay right here. Yoga block to your forearms. You can come up high for your quad stretch. Or lower to your right forearm. Bend the right knee, find the left foot. As you start to curl open, perhaps the left knee goes out to the side. You know, and to keep the back safe, right? To keep the back safe, I can't see you. You can stay in the pose. Stay in the pose. I'm going to come out of it. You continue to draw the inner thighs back and apart, and you find the length. There's this beautiful spaciousness. There's the Om, that U of the Om sound, right? The sustenance is where we want to be. Yeah, enjoy another breath cycle here. I know I prefer to teach in person. Can you tell? Just delete that. Sorry. All right. Hands come down. Bring the front foot. Down dog. Down dog, lift the seat up and back. Good, full breath in. Full breath out. Stay here. If you'd like to vinyasa into a chaturanga dandasana, inhale to high. Exhale. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your right foot forward. Bring your back foot flat. Warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reach up. Reach back. Good. Extended side angle. Front forearm to your thigh. Top arm lifts up and overhead. I'm going to turn towards you here. Perhaps the right hand comes down. You can come to a block or the floor, or forearm to thigh. Good. Half bind, left arm behind the back, or full bind if you know it. A few of you do know it. You know, stay strong in your center. Look up and over the top shoulder if you can. Nice. And continue to hug the shins in. Shins hung in. And the more that we add on, right, the more that we get complex, the more that we become the many, and the more that we spiral out into this ever expansion of self, so we can come back to the self and know ourselves, we have to hug in. So do that. Yes. And extend out. Extend out from the seat of the pelvis and get broader. Get broader through the ends of the feet and the legs, the fingertips, the shoulders, the head, the neck gets long. Hands come down. Frame the front foot. Down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Step your left foot forward. Back foot flat. Warrior two. Make up some space. On your in-breath, put the top palm, reach up, reach back. A little dancing warrior here to open up the shoulders and the side body. Left forearm to the front thigh. Top arm up and overhead. And that might be more than enough. That might be more than enough, and that is a-okay. Top arm can come behind the back. Perhaps the left hand comes down. Nice. So just notice, right, if you feel like your back knee, is kind of sinking towards the earth, inner thigh. The inner thigh is strong and lifted. The seat is lifted. And extends out, and extends to that right inner thigh. Extends out, right? And it lifts up, and then from there you find the length. Sometimes we have to bow into the pose to find it. So do that. Bring your seat back a little more. Lift up through your back thigh. Keep the integrity of the knee as you press down, even through all four corners of your feet. And then shine out. Shine out to your full potential. Good. Full breath in. Full breath out. Yeah, no crunchy skeleton knees here. Hands come down, frame your front foot, down dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to high plank. Exhale to low. Inhale, up dog. Downward facing dog. Good, good. Nice. Water break for me, you know. All right. Lower down to a seat. Lower down to a seated position. Yeah. Okay. We're working on Ekapada Rajakopatasana mermaid. We'll do pigeon on both sides, 100%. So just know that. Then the second set, we're going for that big basking in the sunlight, which is going to completely open up to grace in the sunlight on the rocks. It's going to be beautiful. The tripod of the coccygeal plexus, the sit bones, everything's lift up. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But before we do that, Ekapada Rajakopatasana, I'm going to demo it. I'm going to demo it now. Okay, I'll demo pigeon. Pigeon. All right. Pigeon, downward facing dog. Let's all do it. Let's all do it. Rewind, rewind. Down dog. Right leg goes high. Pull the right knee into your nose. Hide the right knee behind your right wrist. Lower down knee, shin, and ankle. Left leg behind you. Yeah. So you can watch. Look, you can watch. I will demo the full. But just know I'll talk you through both. You got it. All right. So watch this one. So come close. So come close. I know I changed my mind. It's awful. I do that. I do that a lot. All right. Come close. We start here. And as promised, you get 2 of these, or you can keep the mermaid out the whole time, right? The king pigeon, as we call it. And from here, we're going to inhale to expand the inner body to meet the outer body. So we soften in to the inner brilliance of your potential. And then from here, exhale, hug the hands, the feet, the arms, the legs, everything into the seat of the pelvis. You hug the shins in. So your fins, hug your fins in. The inner thighs move in, back, and apart. So again, it's like that broadening of the booty. Out. From there, draw the buttocks down. So it looks like this. So this hugging in, it lifts us up off of the rocks, right? That's how much we're hugging in, inner thighs in, back, and apart. And then from here, we draw the sit bones. See how I get closer to there? Down. So yeah, draw the buttocks down from the waistline to the sit bones. Fantastic. Keep that. From the center of your pelvis, extend out. Right, so that's enough. In this next part, if you want to take it there in the second set, bend your left knee and find your foot. You have your thigh stretch again. And then if you like, bring your toes to your elbow crease. The right arm lifts up, and then bring your hands together. You can tangle the hands, the fingers in. And then it's the same thing. You're still moving in all those vibrations of all those different steps. You inhale, you expand, you hug everything into the seat of the pelvis. You get smaller, I should say. Yeah, you draw the inner thighs back and apart. You broaden your booty. You broaden it out. And then you draw the buttocks down from the waistline. See how I just sank a little more. Is this in the way? I just sank a little more. And from the center of your pelvis, you extend out. You shine out. Okay, and then lower that down. All right, but we will do pigeon on both sides. Down dog, down dog. That is if you want to take the next one there, but we'll do it. You'll do it first on your right side. Right knee comes forward and up. Lower your right knee down. Hide it behind your right, somewhere behind your right wrist, knee, shin, ankle. If single pigeon does not work for you, you can skip all of those things and then bring your right ankle right below your knee for reclining pigeon. Right arm threads through the figure four. And here you are in a reclining pigeon. Same benefits. If you have a wall, bring the left foot to the wall and bring the arms down and bask. Bask in the sunlight like a mermaid on the rocks, right? The water flowing. All right. If you're in your pigeon, if you haven't already, you can fold forward. I promise we'll build it. We'll build the mermaid. We'll build the Ekapada Vajrakopatasana. I promise. Breathe in. Okay, open up to the possibility of the breath, the air that is all around, that sweet remembrance that you trust. Perhaps bow in a little bit more as you trust. You trust at your heart. You have faith. Hope even. Yeah, hope. And breathe. A few more breaths here. Inhale and slowly start to peel your way up. Down dog. Down dog. Now you might have a lot of fire to burn. You might really need to burn some stuff today. So with all means, inhale the high plank. Arms are strong, legs are strong. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Other side. Hide the left knee behind the left wrist if you did vice versa. Just making sure you do one set of just regular pigeon. And then we'll build into that as promised. My demo pose, and I will explain it yet again. I know. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel it here as you set it up, as you slide the knee behind your wrist, and you take a moment to broaden the inner thighs back and apart. And you hug the limbs of the legs, the arms, the torso, the head, everything into the seat of the pelvis. And from the pelvis, you draw the buttocks down from the waistline to the sit bones. And from the center of your pelvis, you expand out. You can go ahead and fold forward if you haven't already. I know, because I realize in the middle of this that some of us, full mermaid isn't just not an option. So that's why I showed the demo a little early. It's like, right, some of my friends at home, right? So it is okay to go off. We can have these big plans. And then we can make even bigger, better plans. And that's the many possibilities that we have right at our fingertips all the time. A few more breaths here. Even here, the shins hug in, right? In, back, and apart. Even here, you find the length from the core of the pelvis out, from the core of the pelvis out through the limbs. Even your hair, your mermaid hair might even get longer. I took off my wig, right? My blue wig. That thing gets you warm. One more full breath in. Full breath out. And inhale, slowly start to peel your way up. Down dog. Vinyasa or no, it's a plus, as they say, not a must. Inhale to high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Make it your way up. And then down dog. You can always skip those. I love to skip them as I get to become a wiser mermaid. All right. So stay on your back if you're enjoying your mermaid reclining pigeon. If you want to go for that back leg, you're going to rock it out. Pull the right knee in, hide it behind your wrist, lower down knee, shin, and ankle. I think you know where you're going here. We're going to hug in. And inhale and expand the inner body with breath, and allow the outer body to meet it and greet it to your brilliance of you. That is so magical. All right. And then hug all the arms, the legs, and everything into the seat of the pelvis. Bend your back leg, reach for your foot, and that might be it, right? That might be it right there. Or bring the blade of your foot into your elbow crease. Right arm comes behind you as you find hand to hand. And start to extend out. Okay, so those inner thighs still go in, back, and apart. You lengthen the tripod down from the waistline. The sit bones go down. From the center of your pelvis, you extend out. You extend out, and you get broader, you get longer. Maybe even the toes stretch more. The mermaid hair, everything. Down dog. Down dog. One more side, as promised. Full breath in. Full breath out. And if you're in your flow, your Chaturanga Dandasana, just finish that up. Left knee behind the left wrist or somewhere near there. Right leg goes back. I think you know where you're going, right? Yeah, I've been here before. We inhale to that inner brilliance of self, and we allow the outer body, right, this kosha, to meet it and greet it. The sweet remembrance of your brilliance. And the back leg, the right leg, and find the foot. You can always bring your hand to a block too. Okay, and that might be enough. That might be like, this is my Ekapanarajapurvatasana. Or hide the blade of the foot into the elbow crease. Bring the top arm up and behind you. And continue to hug in and extend out that brilliance of self. Use your breath, right? When things get challenging too, right? When they get more complicated, we forget to breathe. So try to keep that breath steady and full. Breathe into the back of the body. From bottom to top, to right and left. Like abundance of breath that's all around. Just like that connection once you skirt that curtain. And forgetfulness to the side, and you remember. And you're always connected. You're never not. And slowly lower the back foot down. Down dog. Down dog. Full breath in. Beautiful breath out as you get longer and taller. Fantastic. Lower your knees down. And bring the legs to the side and lower to your back. Lower all the way to your back here. I'm gonna give you a twist, a supine twist. You will Shavasana soon. I'm going to go through a Shavasana soon, but not just yet. Very soon. But if there's anything you need near you, if it's really bright in your home and you need something to cover your eyes, once you lower onto your back, if you're not already there, put the right knee in. Right arm comes out to the side. Twist the right knee over to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. And feel free to take a deep breath in, perhaps open the mouth and sigh it out. Back to center. Right leg comes out. Pull the left knee in. And other side, left arm out to the side. Twist it out. Enjoy a full breath in. Full breath out. Even here, right? Even here, those inner thighs. Broaden in, back, and apart. And the sit bones tuck under. And slowly come back through center. Bring the arms on by the side, just like the tides of the ocean. As you bend the knees with the feet on the floor, so give a few sways of right and left and right. Allow your mermaid fin to sway. Mm-hmm. And then find anything you need to make yourself more comfortable. I'm going to come up, but you guys go ahead and stay on your back. Stay there. Shavasana, relaxation pose. Bring the feet out to the corners of your mat, the arms out by your side. If it does not feel good in any way to be on your back, you can always recline on your belly and crocodile. Or even on your side. I recommend the left side. You're on both sides. Allow your whole entire being to pour out this air, this quality of it's all around you. It's never not. Sweet remembrance. Om Namah Shivaya, Gurave, Shakti Tananda, Mortaye, Nishkram Panchaya, Shantaya, Niranamaya, Tejase, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Gurave, Satchitananda, Murtaye, Nishkram Panchaya, Santaya, Niranamaya, Tejase, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Panchaya Shantaya Nirvalamaya Tejase Om Shanti Om Shanti 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 Om. From here, just take a moment to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And just gently come back to the expansiveness of the breath, of the air that's all around you. As you are invited to breathe in a little more fully, a little more deeply. And you're also invited to find gentle movements, perhaps the head left and right and left. And the feet once again to your mat as you gently sway. And sway the knees left and right and left. Until the knees sway to the left or the right side, the side that you would like to recline on. And take a moment here in this fetal position to find gratitude for showing up today in your body, on your mat, and in your life. Slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat. Bring the hands together before the heart. Now to the same divine light, to the magic, really, the magic that's all around, that's always within. Now as we say namaste, namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up. A wonderful day, a wonderful magical day, being everything that your heart wants you to be. Thank you for joining me. I loved playing on my mat, being a mermaid, and remembering that we are so unlimited, right? There's so many ways to be you and do you, and I hope that you do that. You get the chance to do that today. Until next time.